3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, just like that. Okay. Well, guys, I fucking told you. Welcome back, first of all. But I told you, especially to Alain, that Patrick Mahomes was the daddy of CJ Stroud. Okay? You said it wasn't going to happen. What happened? Pat Mahomes took out El Cinturon and went to work on that ass like I told you he would. Okay? But, CJ, I got what ails you, bro. Okay? It's going to help you with all the pain and the suffering and the depression that you're going to go through, okay? Most men like it. It's best when it's always wet, okay? One guess, but I'm going to tell you what it is, okay? It's in the Cerveza Masfina, bro. That's what you're going to have in Cancun with the rest of us, with my Vikings, with the strong Lions, okay? With every other team that was supposed to make it, this is what y'all gonna have. Okay, a nice fucking Corona Extra, la cerveza más fina, or un autre garçon, por favor, okay? There you go. And, you know, the only team that I'm sad that's there in Cancun is fucking Lamar Jackson's Ravens. Because I kind of like them. I really want them to fucking win everything. But we can't have it all. So here we are. Here we fucking are. Okay?
You know you sound like Uncle Rico, right? Could
Who's-
have won state. Could have won state.
is that from Friday Night Lights?
No, Napoleon Dynamite, man. God damn it.
Oh, yes. I saw the movie like once, bro. I don't know.
Don't be that black. God damn it. Jesus.
I saw that movie one time, bro. Okay, I remember Sheena. It was a Shin the Llama.
Better control this ball of those mountains. Could have won state.
Come get your dinner. I remember. Come get your dinner. Tina.
Go.
Tina.
Vikings so good. We should have won everything. Go.
That's right. The Vikings should have won everything.
Points.
Next year.
Should have won by a
Next
million
year.
points.
We're gonna win next year. It's okay. We're gonna win fucking next year. Okay?
doing
Or the year after.
Stop.
But we're gonna win it. We're gonna win it.
Stop.
I don't know why you're so upset about my team, bro. It's okay.
I'm
Just 'cause
not. I'm just being realistic, though. We all know that your team's not going to win it next year. So-
why you gotta be? I don't understand why you say these fucking negative things.
Oh my God, it's not negativity. It's just
It is
realism.
negativity.
It's like me saying, "Hey, man, the Giants aren't going to be good till about like 2028."
They're not
maybe?
gonna get to 128.
Exactly, but I'm a realist, and your Vikings are not going to win next year. I just hate to break it to you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I say 2 years. We win in 2 years.
With who?
What do you mean with who?
With who?
Okay, we talked about this. We're like 5 players away from doing it. Okay, we're 2 guards, which we're gonna sign. We have $70 million in cap space. We're the 6th highest in the fucking league. We're the most. $70 million. We're gonna get 2 fucking guards. We're gonna get another corner because Stephon Gilmore is just too slow, and I've been telling you that from day one. I said that to everybody. Okay, he's not the fucking star that he was. Harrison Smith's gonna retire, so we gotta find a safety now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, just to make this clear, you got to find, or you have to solidify your starting quarterback. You got to get 2 guards.
A running back.
Aaron Jones is probably not going to last that long, so you need a starting running back.
I said a running back. Yeah.
You need a strong safety. You
Yeah.
need a corner.
Well, we have a strong safety. We have him tell us. He just plays every role. But he's actually strong safety.
Okay, so you need a free, which is even.
No, we have Bynum is a free safety. We're gonna be okay. We need like 5 players. We'll be okay.
That's a crucial 5 player. We're not talking about like you need like a third option receiver or a second running back or another tight end or like, you know what I mean? Like we're talking about like you have crucial things that you need to figure out. You know, like
We're gonna figure it out. Jade is gonna have a year, not a good year this year. The first coming up, he might have a good year, but it won't be a Super Bowl year. Like, you know, if we make playoffs, but I think JJ is still gonna be the guy. Okay?
I mean, but listen, JJ is always going to be a guy. The same way Devontae Adams is always going to be a guy. The same way Garrett Wilson could always be a guy.
no, I mean
the same
McCarthy,
way, like-
quarterback. I mean quarterback.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
Give him the 2 years.
Okay. Well, there's the delusion setting in.
Oh my
Okay.
god! I said give him 2 years. I didn't give him 2 months. Give
Yeah,
him 2
but,
years.
but behind who?
Sam Darnold.
Well, I hope you sign him.
We're gonna
He's
sign
on.
him.
He's on free agency right now, and you know
He's gonna
what's
get
awesome?
franchise tagged.
Let's just ream up a little bit here because so far, Tom Brady's been pretty active. Just signed Pete Carroll
I know.
as the head coach for Las Vegas.
Yeah, I saw that an hour ago. Yeah.
And at this current moment, if I was him, what my game plan would be is we're drafting Sanders, 100%, because you're familiar with him.
Yeah, but
And we're stealing Sam Darnold because we can throw a shit ton of money at him and be like, hey, guess what? We want you to be another transition quarterback, but we're going to pay you a boatload of fucking money because you know what? The Vikings have done nothing but shitting on you for the last couple of weeks. So how about you come to Las Vegas, get out of the fucking cold, and come and work underneath like the greatest quarterback of all time, who could probably teach him a thing or two about how to play quarterback, with Pete Carroll, who took Russell Wilson to a Super Bowl.
But hold on, Tom Brady isn't full GM here. He's like part owner.
We all know, and let's not be delusional about this, that Tom Brady is running the fucking show wherever he goes. Like, we all know this. Let's not get semantic about, like, he's a partial owner. Because we all know, as soon as Tom walks into the room, Davis is like, yeah, go talk to him. Go talk to him. Don't look at me. Talk to him. He's the guy running the show. That's what I pay him for. That's what he's paying to get in. That guy. You know the guy who's on TV talking every week? That guy. Go talk to that guy. That's the guy you need to convince. Let's be honest.
Okay,
You guys are in a very, very like position right now because your whole franchise just shat on Sam Darnold. He's a free agent, can do whatever he wants.
He's gonna
And now it's the quarterback openings, like there's quarterbacks needed everywhere. And it's even worse because the draft class of quarterbacks, so we got Cam Ward, we got Schrader Sanders, we got what's his name again? Fuck, I always forget his fucking name. There's like the guy from Texas. Ewers is coming out. Then there's another kid from where is he from? There's Milton from Alabama. And none of these guys are deemed to be franchise guys. They're all deemed to be like maybe are going to turn out to be something, maybe not. We're not sure. So the free agent quarterback market is going to be hot. And you guys not signing Sam Darnold to a contract before we've gotten to this point, woof.
Whoa, we're not in free agency yet. This is not even.
But it doesn't matter though. Like you don't. The thing is, you don't have possession of him. Like you can't stop him from doing anything now. He's in a position now. What's that?
You're gonna tag him.
Tag for what? What are you gonna tag?
You tag him for $30 million. Have him as your bridge quarterback.
And he says, "I don't want to do it." Then what?
Then
what? Why? Why would he do it though? Why would he do it?
Because Kevin O'Connell
would he do it when he doesn't have to? Why would he do it when he doesn't have to? If the Raiders come calling and say like, "Hey man, we'll give you whatever," like, and he just turns and says, "Okay, hey, Vikings, I'm not going to play." You choose what you want. You can waste a roster spot, put me on there, do whatever you want, but I'm not playing for you guys.
I don't see it.
Not happening.
I don't see it. I think we're gonna tag him. I think he's gonna accept because he loves Minnesota.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think O'Connell is going to be like, okay, well, we're going with JJ this year because, I can use anybody to be quarterback. I did it with Pasternaut. I did it with everybody else. So I can get this kid ready, no problem. Hey, Sam, thanks a lot. Go make a lot of money somewhere else. We're good. Thank you. Goodbye.
But he's not getting the money he thinks he's going to get anymore.
Oh, yeah.
He's not getting 40.
Oh, yeah, he is. 100%.
No,
he's going to get shit tons of money because the quarterback, like the quarterback carousel right now, is very low. Very low. The next other guy who's anyway halfway decent is Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers is 41 years old. So there's going to be next to nobody who's going to take him. So Sam Darnold is still, even if he fucked up, he still had a great season, still did great. Even if he had that fuck up at the end of the season, like he's still, it's supply and demand. And there's a lot of demand and not a lot of supply. And there's not a lot of teams that are going to take that chance on.
You know who the Raiders are going to sign? You know who the Raiders are going to sign? Daniel Jones. That's who they're going to sign.
Don't start with that shit. You guys signed Daniel Jones. You already have Daniel Jones on contract.
For 1 year, we put him in the league.
No. You guys are going to get him 40? Watch.
We paid him $340 for the year. He's gone after this. Bye.
JJ McCarthy is going to be your fucking starting quarterback, and your backup is going to be Daniel Jones.
It's
going to
be Sam
Darnold. Going to turn into Daniel Jones 2.0.
Nope.
He's just going to start running all over the place.
No. We have Sam Darnold as number 2.
By the Giants, I'm going to laugh at you because I'm going to be like, hey, you remember how you used to talk shit about Daniel Jones? Now Daniel Jones is shitting on your bench. There you go.
I promise you we're cutting him. I promise you we're releasing him.
He's going to sign for cheap. He's going to sign for cheap.
Well,
if keep him.
Listen, we had this talk already, and you really said forget about it, which I am forgetting about it because it's not happening. Even if we pay him the vet minimum, we're not keeping him. Even at the vet minimum, he's gone off our team. He's going to go to fucking the Raiders or somebody else. That's where he's going to go. Yes, and he's going to be the number 1 in Las Vegas.
No, now you're just being no. Yes. Now you're just having emotions about it.
Shador is going to sit for 1 year because Daddy Prime isn't going to put his son out there to get exposed in year 1.
No.
Yes.
Prime's not the quarterback. What are you talking about? Pete Carroll's the head coach.
Well, Pete Carroll is going to expose little. And by the way,
are you crazy?
No. Dion is only going to coach if his son is on the same team. So whoever's
Dion's already said he's staying in Colorado. Dion's not going to the Raiders. They already signed Pete Carroll. The Raiders, already signed Pete Carroll, and Tom Brady's there. Trust me. Sanders is going to the Raiders because he has worked with him before. He knows exactly who he is, exactly how to teach him. It's already written in the tea leaves because that's why everyone's putting up Cam Ward right now as the number 1 quarterback out of college. They're trying to put Cam Ward over top of Sanders. It's a done deal. It's done. It's over. He's gonna go to the Raiders. He's gonna wear that black and silver, 100%, 100%. Because Dion's not gonna trust anybody else with his kid but Tom.
Okay.
Hold on, we gotta pause. I got someone at my front door. Just pause it. Hold it.
Visitors happened in the middle of the day.
No, the family just came back home. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Good. Close this door so the dog can't come in. All right, we're back.
And then you pause again now.
Interesting. All right, we'll figure that out later. It's fine. Don't hate me. Vikings suck anyways. Doesn't matter.
The Giants suck more. If there's
they do, but
team out there,
the Giants suck. I accept this. This is what I don't understand what you're saying. This is why
we don't suck.
I know where you're coming from, but you keep making it like the Vikings are achieving something. Listen.
Oh my God.
We suck. I know we suck. You just got to accept that you're in that realm.
Whoa. We're in the realm of good, decent team, not elite, but we're not in the sucking fucking thing of you guys still have Joel Shane as your GM until you're rid of that guy.
I know, right? Isn't it going to be hilarious? I can't wait to see how they're going to fuck this up. This is going to be great. Giants have gotten to the point now where it's Giants have gotten to a point to where now I look at them and I'm like, how are we going to fuck this up? How are we going to do it? Now I'm not even worried about wins and losses. Now I'm just how are we going to screw this up? What are we going to do? How can we have a good season? How can we have promise and then fuck it up? That's what I want to know. I want to know where the fuck it's going to come from.
Me, bro. The videos keep coming out because I watched the Hard Knock season of the Giants offseason, and the videos just keep resurfacing about his kid is pick Jaden Daniels in the draft. He's telling him pick Jaden Daniels, and then he's you want to win? Get a quarterback. He's good. He's telling him. Then you guys didn't pick him. Then you guys fucking let go Saquon, who's had a 2,000 rushing yard season.
Oh yeah, thank God.
Yeah, but it's just
thank God he went adding up. No. It's listen, I told you, we're in that position where it's we don't want to hold on to good players. We want them to go somewhere else and win, because the Giants are they're not set up for success in any way, shape, or form.
It's wild though.
Not in any way, shape, or there should be nobody good who comes on this team. It should only be people who are looking to get paid an absorbent amount of money, or just poop, and just won't get a job anywhere else. That's it. That's it. Joe, I don't understand how any of this. Maybe what's his name is just getting way too old to be owning a team anymore. Maybe that's just
John Mara. Yeah.
Maybe Mara's just too old now, and he's just I don't know what to do with whatever, and he just keeps hiring the same. I don't understand. How do you hire Joe Shane after he embarrassed you?
How do you not fire him?
No,
Just
but
fire him.
how do you bring him back though? How do you agree that okay, it's gonna be all right? Yeah, how?
I don't know.
How?
Blown away by
The
the
only thing I
decision.
can think of is that there is nobody who's willing to take the job.
Well,
There's two. It's like now there's two teams. Actually, no, there's three teams. There's three teams like nobody wants to be a part of: the Giants, the Jets, and the Cowboys.
facts.
Nobody wants a piece of any of those squads. They're like,
Facts.
no, I don't want to touch it. Don't put me there. I don't want it. No thanks. That's why they're getting Schottenheimer to probably be the coach of Dallas, because
I know.
nobody smart's like, no, I don't want to go there. I don't want to deal with Jerry on a daily basis. Are you crazy?
Well, imagine having a geriatric senile boss who literally won't listen to a fucking word you're saying.
Well, what's worse, having a geriatric senile boss or a 17-year-old who's basically going to tell you how to live your life?
You know what, man? I might pick the 17-year-old because I don't like fucking.
Oh fuck no! I'd rather at least.
No, I'm saying he's worse.
At least the senile guy is like, you're going to know what he's going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather have the senile guys. What
Yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah. I can't have no 17-year-old kid fucking.
Listen, like CD and Dak and them are all going to make a ton of money. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they're all going to, but I mean, they are not going to put out a decent team for years to come. Years to come. They're not going to put a decent team out. Like, I don't know. They until Jerry, like I said this years ago, like until Jerry steps down as the facilitator and just runs from the shadows, they don't have a shot. It's the same thing like the Canadians. It's the same thing like no, Maple Leafs got their shit together. It's not going to happen.
The Leafs do not have their.
Well, the Leafs, listen, the Leafs get into the playoffs. The Leafs get deep. Canadians don't even have a shot.
Well, since Christmas break, they're like 10-2-0.
No, now they're great. Don't get me wrong. Now they're doing fantastic. Like, I'm talking about in previous years.
Oh, yeah. But
previous years, there was no chance.
But the Habs won't win this year again anyway. It's not going to happen.
Know. You know what? They may just squeak and do something crazy. Like, they got this kind of like, this year they got something going on where they're just like, they just hang out, and it's like, it's not even the fact of that they play good and then they bail on the good teams. I mean, like, they're taking teams like Dallas into overtime. Like, they're taking Dallas to shootouts. I mean, that's good. If you're a team, like, you can make the playoffs as a team that does that. If you keep, going up against guys who are way more talented than you, and you're still showing up and you're still like getting these guys into overtime, like, you got something going.
Yeah, but you still got to beat like Edmonton, these big bodied.
Oh, 100%. I didn't say they were going to win the Stanley. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, at least they're showing up. At least it's not like, you're not getting tickets from somebody to be like, hey, you want to go see a Habs game? And you're like, who are they playing? Is anybody good? Can I go see somebody? Is anybody good? No? I don't want to go see them. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, it's true. I agree with you on that point. I just don't see them beating anybody in the West. The West got all those big bodied guys who just love to wear you down in playoffs and just beat the fuck out of you.
That's just how it goes. Anyways, get back to the NFL. So,
yeah.
What do we got? We got divisional. We got championship playoffs this weekend.
Yeah, Washington versus Philly is. I think that's the game. Well, they're both great. Like Buffalo, KC.
I think everything's a game. I think these are both 50-50s. Like both. Like it's going to be super interesting to watch how this is all going to play out. Like I want to say Eagles are going to probably win, but at the same time, I'm like,
I don't know, bro.
I don't think anybody has enough tape on Jaden Daniels to know how to beat him. That's the thing. Like, it's one of those things where, like, if this was next year, I'd be like, nah, they're going to know who he is. They're going to know what's going to go on. But no one has any kind of tape on Jaden Daniels. They don't have enough. Defense coordinators are still like, what does he like to do? Where do we cover? Who do we cover? What do we do?
The kid is good, man. The kid is, if he stays healthy, he's going to be a superstar.
He's on pace for the best rookie season of all time.
Yeah.
And the best rookie season of all time just happened last year with C.J. Stroud. So now it's happening again with Jaden Daniels. So it's like,
no, the kid is good, man. Honestly, he sees
the game like a vet, 100%. He does not make very many mistakes. Like,
yeah, because did you read it? I saw the videos and I read on it. He's doing the VR training every morning at 6 a.m.
1.7 times the speed.
Yeah, exactly.
He himself see things faster than he actually can.
Listen, he's ahead of the game.
Well, he's learning. That's it. That's what
Ahead
it
of the
is.
ahead
He's
of the
taking
game.
advantage of every opportunity he has and every option he's got to make himself better, and he's doing it. That's it.
Yeah, like I think it's a toss up this weekend. I think Washington can pull up the biggest upside. I think they might actually. I'm actually going to bet on Washington, like just because I think they're going to pull it off. Even though I would love to see Saquon just go out and win everything because we talked about before, leaving the Giants and just
Yeah.
now being on a team where he can actually win
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like I would love Saquon to win it all. Just to be like, fuck you. This is what.
I feel like if Saquon wins and if the Eagles go on and they win the Super Bowl, I feel like Joe Shane gets fired.
I hope. Yes, I would
I
love
have this
that.
weird thing where it's like I feel like Joe Shane's got a job just as long as Saquon doesn't win a Super Bowl. If Saquon wins the Super Bowl this year, Joe Shane's fired. He's gone. He's getting kicked out.
I would
Like,
hope so.
He's out of here. Like that's it.
Yeah, your direct rivals win when you let the best guy on your team go.
The
Like,
guy you gave them, like they got
Yeah.
over the hump because you gave them that guy. Like you're.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, but I honestly, I'm gonna bet on Washington just because I really feel like they can pull off this upset, and I just have a feeling it's weird. Like I said, that game is a toss-up, 50-50.
Yeah.
Now, the other game, Buffalo KC, I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. As much as Buffalo and Josh Allen has just been balling out, KC just finds ways to win, man.
I won't
And
bet
everyone,
against Spags. It's not even about Pat Mahomes. I won't bet against Spags.
they're DC, right? And everyone's gonna say, "Oh, the refs are on their side," and this that. Honestly,
I'm not betting against Spagnola.
me either. And let's be real. The Fairbairn, kill me Fairbairn. What's his first name?
Yeah, Kyle Fairbairn.
Yeah, he missed 2 kicks. Like, we're gonna be real. He missed 2 fucking kicks that could have put that team in better position to win the game against the Chiefs. The refs aren't making your kicker miss kicks.
No.
The refs aren't making your quarterback throw a pick. So I don't care how many calls the Chiefs get. You have to just beat them. And if you're not gonna beat them, don't blame anybody but yourself. It's a fucking loser mentality.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? Like it's everyone the Patriots got that for years. Now the Chiefs get it for years. I mean, like it's the mentality that the best are always going to be the best. Like and they're going to get the calls because they're the best, and that's just how sports work. You look at any sport, the best team in the league always gets what they appear to be favoritism to everything else. It's just how it is. So it's like there is no point in complaining about it because you know it's going to happen. So just you got to learn how to play around it. That's it. That's all. But I don't know. The thing is, Buffalo doesn't really play that kind of a dirty game. Like when you watch them play, it's not a question of like they're going to hit guys late. Like Buffalo is not an overly aggressive squad. They're just like very tactile in how they go after people. Now, do I think that Andy Reid's going to be able to counter everything they're going to do? I think so. I think he's going to know exactly what to do. Do I think they have enough people everywhere, like with Xavier Worthy, DeAndre Hopkins, you know what I mean, with Travis and
Pacheco
and Kareem Hunt, you know what I mean, like what's his name, Skylar, what's his name, Skylar or something, I can't remember his last name, number 32. I mean, they just got enough. Gray too, Noah Gray, like they just have enough guys that they can stretch them thin and make them either try to run the ball over them or try to get them into like a position. And Mahomes is not going to make very many mistakes. That's just it. So it's really going to come down to, it's going to be very similar to the Baltimore game where it's going to come down to who makes the mistakes. And considering younger quarterbacks usually make more mistakes, I know Josh Allen is playing like a fucking hell of a year, but Lamar was playing a hell of a year and he fucked up. So I kind of see like it's going to be a situation where Josh is probably going to fuck up somewhere and that's going to end up costing them like down the line. Like they're just going to it's going to be too many opportunities that aren't going to be capitalized on, and you're just going to have a situation.
They're going to put the ball in Josh Allen's hands like they always do, right? When they need those 4th downs or those 3rd and 2s, they run it with Josh. And I think it's going to catch up to him. So something's going to happen. He's going to, like you said, a mistake. He's going to fumble the ball. He's going to get stripped. Something's going to happen that's going to cause him to, like you said, lose the game. And I just can't bet against the Chiefs, especially Spagnuolo, who said is defensively probably the best defensive coordinator in the league of the NFL.
Ever.
Yeah. And so how are you going to beat these guys who just can't be beat? And Josh Allen has never beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. He beats him every year in the season. Oh, we beat him. You beat him in the season when no one cared. Where it was okay. Wow, we're 2 games in the season. No one cares, bro. Beat them in the postseason in fucking January when it matters. That's when we're talking about.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see, man. Like, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be, how are they going to beat that? How are they going to beat that defense? That's what it's going to come down to. It's all on if they can figure out a way how to beat them on defense and beat the Chiefs D and keep the offense off the field, they got a shot. But I just feel like, as they keep getting better and healthier, the Chiefs they just know how to beat people. And they know how to they're very similar to the Patriots, where they will play whatever game they need to play to win.
That's and the Chiefs have just way more, I think, talent defensively than the Bills have offensive talent.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, they got Shakir, they have Armani Cooper, they have Jared Cook, they've got Dawson Knox, they've also got what's the other young kid's name? Dalton Kincaid. I mean, they got a lot of dudes on offense who they can distribute the ball to. Don't get me wrong, but I just think it's gonna be more a case of, is Josh gonna take what's given to him, or is he going to try to exert his will? And because if he does that, Spags is going to take advantage of that and be able to take him out, and be able to be like, nope, sorry, fell into the trap, we're done.
Yeah, I just think there's too much riding on it. I think KC's on this dead set mission to three-peat. I think they're just like, it doesn't matter who the fuck you guys thought we were all season having mediocre stats, because it isn't about the stat game like the Patriots weren't about the stat game. They're just about winning.
They just want to win.
That's it. And I think that Patrick Mahomes and this team is on that same vibe of fuck your stats, bro. Fuck Pro Bowls. We're here to get Super Bowls. Pro Bowls don't matter. Who gives a shit? You made 5 Pro Bowls. That's great. But you know what? We're here to win the big trophy, the Lombardi, and that's all that matters. Fuck Hawaii or wherever the Pro Bowl's played now. I don't know where it's played anymore. Is it still Hawaii? I have no idea.
No, I think it's. Don't they do everything in Las Vegas now?
It was more fun when it was in Hawaii and the guys were actually.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. It was way better when they brought everyone over to Hawaii. That was a lot more fun.
Yeah, that was.
Take a trip, bring the kids to Hawaii. Now it's like, I don't want to go to Vegas. I go to Vegas all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah.
But I think they just set up we're just going to beat you, and I don't think the Bills have I think they're going to lose just because Casey's like, no, we're going to go do it again. We're going to go get 3, which has never been done. We're going to be the first to do it, and you're not going to stop us. I think they just have that mindset, and honestly, I kind of like that mindset. I'm a fan of greatness. You know what I mean? Casey's probably my second favorite team in the league, but I like Mahomes because he plays great, and I think I'm a fan of greatness. I'm a fan of Jordan. I'm a fan of Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice. Anybody who's just been great, I am a fan because I'm like, what? How did they get? They're just great. I love greatness, and I think when you witness greatness, you just can't do anything but applaud it and fucking go for it. When you're a fan of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, no, it's a very even field. There's a lot of really good quarterbacks out there. There's a lot of really good teams this year. I think that a lot of games could have went in multiple directions, and really it's just come down to execution. And I think the more seasoned teams with the better coaches are the ones who are going to make the better decisions, and that's it. I just think that's what it's come down to now, is just what team is better facilitated to take advantage of their opportunities. And that's why it's a interesting scenario with Washington, because here you have a guy as a coach who has been in the league for a number of years, who has done a lot. He has a new team, but he's not a new coach. He knows what he's doing. And he has a rookie, and he has a lot of veterans on that team that all also know what they're doing. I mean, he's got Eckler. They've got they signed Zach Ertz, who's he's already won a Super Bowl with Philly, which will be interesting because he's playing his old team. So maybe he kind of gave them some insights as far as this is what they want to do. Although I don't think he was there with Hurts. Was he there with Jalen?
No, I mean Nick Foles.
No, he won with Nick Foles. That's right. Yeah, but he wasn't there. He hasn't seen the Jalen offense. That's the one that's interesting. I think everybody kind of really. I think people want the Bills to win, but I don't think the Bills are going to win. But the real is what's going to happen between Washington and Philly. That's
I
going to
agree.
be
I
going to
agree.
be the interesting conundrum between everything. Like, how is this game going to play out? But yeah,
Yeah, Washington's dangerous, man. They don't look it, but they're fucking dangerous. Like I said, and I even told you, I said Detroit was gonna be on the down. Now they lost both coordinators that they had calling the plays because Dan Campbell doesn't call plays.
well, you know what? I'm not really worried because Dan Campbell's very similar to like a Jim Harbaugh, where it's like Jim Harbaugh doesn't call plays either, but Jim Harbaugh is a leader.
But he
And
also is a defensive coach. He designed
he's
defensive.
not a defensive coach. He's a special teams coach. He's a special teams coach.
What is Dan Campbell coach?
Dan Campbell was a tight ends coach.
Yeah,
and then he was a back, and then I think he was an assistant head coach, and then he became a head coach.
Yeah, so
They're facilitators. They're guys who don't run offense, who don't run defense, similar to like a Pete Carroll or anything like that. They're not favored.
Pete Carroll was defensive, wasn't he?
Hmm?
Pete Carroll used to be a defensive coach, though, wasn't he?
He might have been a defensive coach, but
Yeah,
he was
defensive coordinator.
very hands off.
But he was defensive coordinator first. Like, he understood.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
But he's hands off. I'm talking about those guys who are hands off. They hire the right people, they put the right people into place, and then they let them run their system the way they're doing. Like, if you watch how Jim's done it, they've had a number of different offensive coordinators with Lamar through his transition of, going from being just strictly like more of a runner to a pocket passer. But they've always been very competitive. And even on the defensive side, they've done the same thing. Like this year, they had a new guy, defensive coordinator, but they still kept their same identity. And I think the Lions are in a position where Dan Campbell's the one who found Ben Johnson, and he's the one who took Aaron Glenn. If you remember at one point when Campbell got in there, he brought in Aaron Glenn. He brought in Deuce Staley as a running backs coach.
Yeah.
He brought in somebody else as a. He brought in a receiver, a former receiver as a receivers coach. Anyways, he brought in guys. So he has. I trust that Dan Campbell knows how to pick people who are going to kind of fill in what he's looking for.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult. I agree for to see if the offense will have that same level of execution. You got a lot of, it's a lot of mouths to feed, and you got a lot of pieces, and a lot of offensive coordinators will be like, oh yeah, for sure I'll drop some shit for these guys to make plays. Like 100% I'll do that. So, but I think Detroit's going to have their choice of really good OCs and DCs who want to come in there and do something special. Like,
hey, but do you think Jared Goff can get it done again next year?
Yeah, I do. Because if you watch the way that Jared was playing and stuff and everything, like Jared's a vet. Jared knows what he's doing. Jared's got weapons. Like he knows how to run the offense. I didn't think Jared Goff was that bad when they traded him from LA. Even when they traded him to LA, I was like, he's not terrible. I'm like, why did you go and trade Jared Goff? He's fine. Like, anyways, I think Jared's going to be fine where he is. And the good thing about keeping him, like you've already signed him. The good thing is that they can go look and see if maybe they can start. Might be too young, but they can start trying to facilitate. Maybe see if they can get a young guy in there to kind of go behind him at some point if they're really worried.
At QB?
Yeah, they could. They could start trying to find. They could go pick up like a third or fourth rounder this year who's like got promise and maybe be like, yeah, okay, well let's see what he can do. You know what I mean? Like we'll have him in the wings and watch. Like he's not good enough to start. He's not good enough to kind of to take over the job, but you saw, right? Goff got hurt. Goff got a concussion, right?
Yeah.
And then who came in? Teddy Bridgewater.
Yep, that's our boy.
So the fact is that they don't have anybody who can really replace Goff if he gets injured is a good premise to like, listen, we're not replacing you, but we need someone in case something happens like that again, that we don't lose a step.
Well, they didn't lose it when they put in Teddy. Teddy, I think they scored a touchdown on that drive.
Yeah, but I mean, Teddy is still Teddy. Like, Teddy's, 30-something years old. He's been out of the league. He was on the Vikings for a while. You know what I mean?
Well, we drafted him, then he got hurt.
Exactly. Like, he blew his knee apart. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Nothing against Teddy. Teddy's cool, but I mean, but they need a long-term solution for their backup position. You know what I mean? Because you need to have a guy in there who you're not going to miss a beat with in case something like that happens. You know what I mean? Like you need to have someone, especially when you're that good of a team making a run. Like you got to have what's his name? Like the Kansas City Chiefs had a couple years ago with Chase Daniels.
Yes.
When he came in there, like Pat got hurt and Chase, I think, won like 2 in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they need someone like that, someone who's not going to be as good, but someone who's going to be able to keep the ball rolling. Like you know what I mean? You're not.
Yeah, they got Carson Wentz back there who's gonna shit. If Pat goes down, they're fucked.
Yeah, it's old 50-50 Carson Wentz. Throwing the ball to nobody.
You see the last game they put against the Broncos? Carson Wentz looked like garbage.
Yeah,
he's
shaking. Like
he's been garbage though. He had one good.
Those first couple of years in Philly, he was pretty good for the first 2, and then he started getting injured, and then they started putting too much emphasis on him just throwing the ball, and then it all went to shit. It's the typical. We got a good rookie. We're gonna use him. We're gonna abuse him. He's gonna falter, and then we're gonna get rid of him. Like it's the thing. That's why I'm saying it.
Like Chicago, think of Caleb Williams. That kid is actually pretty fucking good. And the problem is they don't know how to fucking use him. And they said today that they missed steps on how to literally level him up this year and get him proper for playing the NFL. Like Caleb Williams is not a bad quarterback. I make fun of him, yeah. Because he's got fucking painted nails and all. He's fucking weird, but the kid is a fucking good quarterback.
It ain't never all being weird. Got to be weird. Someone's got to be weird.
No, I'm just saying. I make fun of him. That's what I do, right? I make fun of
you.
You make fun of me. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying the kid is good, but they fucking don't know how to develop.
Yeah, it goes back to my scenario. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, if you do not have to play your rookie quarterback, do not play your rookie quarterback. Like, don't. Like you have a system. He should be watching the system as opposed to playing in the system the first couple of years. Let him figure it out. Let him see what it looks like, and then build upon there. You are going to very rarely find a Jaden Daniels who is just going to be able to walk into a place and be like, cool, I got it, thanks, yeah, move aside, I got, that rarely ever happens. And you're just setting up people for failure, which is exactly what you did. Like, you could see he's lost, a huge amount of his confidence. Now, this offseason, not only are they going to have to try to restructure the team around him, but they're also going to have to build up his confidence again because it was such a shit show. And, I'm sure Ben Johnson's going to be able to do it because Ben Johnson took Jared Goff from a nobody to a fucking superstar. But, this is crucial because if this year they don't do something with the draft, they don't go get guys to protect him, they don't start solidifying right parts of that offense and start figuring out how they're going to, what their actual identity is as a team, you're not just going to lose you're not just going to lose Caleb. You're going to lose, what's his name on the outside?
Keenan Allen.
No, Keenan's old, so Keenan's going to stay there and get his paycheck. What's his name? The other guy, number 2.
Oh, DJ Moore.
There you go. You're going to lose DJ because he's already fed up last year. He's like, I can't fucking play with this kid. He can't throw a ball for his life. Yeah, and you got DeAndre Swift in the backfield, and he can't run because everyone's looking at the run like this is all they can do. They can just run. They can't pass. So it's a very crucial year that Ben Johnson's walking into. I mean, it's not his draft pick, quote unquote, but considering that it was more of a franchise pick than it was about a coach's pick. They got a lot to figure out, and I hope it works because it would be great to see the NFC North just be the stacked powerhouse of 4 strong teams. You know what I mean? To where the Vikings will be last place. It would be fucking awesome. But,
the Awesomes will not. The fucking Vikings are not gonna be fucking last. Okay, I don't think we've ever actually been last in our division. That's a fucking fact. The Bears have always been last, and then it's always been Detroit and the Bears are always the 1 and 2 last ones. Okay, so we're gonna go chill. It's always us and the Packers.
So it's reversing now. It's all flip flopping now. It's
always the Vikings, Packers top 2.
Now it's gonna be the Bears and Detroit are gonna be on top.
It's gonna go right back to what it was. We're gonna flip the little thing back over. Jordan Love, I don't know about that, man. This guy plays great when it's Toyotathon. When it's not Toyotathon, we don't fucking hear of Jordan Love. You know, J Lo. I don't know what's happened to this
Well,
guy, but he doesn't do well after Toyotathon.
well, again, they're young. Like that whole team is young, so they need experience. That's they and what's his name is what's their head coach's name?
Lafleur.
Sorry.
Lafleur, yeah.
Like Lafleur makes decisions sometimes that you're just like, maybe not. So, anyways, that whole team is young, and they're in a they got like a couple of years before they got to start worrying about shit because everyone is so young. They're building that defense up to be something special. And if Jaden can just keep a couple of those receivers, get a really good running back, well, I mean, they've already got what's his name? They already got Jacob. So as long as he can stay healthy, and if they can keep that O line pretty, like up and at them, like they got a shot to keep doing it. It's just LaFleur's going to have to stop being so. He's going to have to stop being so predictable, as far as like trying to air it out all the time. He's going to have to learn how to like develop a solid run game. To where some games where like he's not even going to pass. Like they did it a couple times and Jacobs went off, but they got to like you saw in the playoff game, man. They tried to go on that pass hard.
Yeah,
hard. They were trying to throw the ball hard. Like they did not want to put that game in Jacobs' hands and just let him run the clock out like they should have. Like,
and when they did run it to him, he ran touchdowns and he ran all kinds of crazy yards. The guy was killing it. Like
correct.
Like he's crazy. But now we got to talk about my boy who I wanted to win when my team lost, the Ravens. I wanted Lamar to win. And I just feel like even though Andrews dropped he dropped. One he fumbled and the other one he was a 2-point conversion. Everyone's blaming Andrews. I can't really blame him because I don't think they should have gone for 2 in the first half when they did. They went for 2 in the first half. And they end up being down 2 after the whole game. Which if they would have kicked it, they would have been down by 1, and then they would have to just tie the game at the end of the game.
Listen, in any way, shape, or form, that like Ravens, like I love the Ravens, like that's like my other team, like I love them. The fact of the matter is that it was always going to be a 50-50, and they had to go for 2 because they could not stop them on defense. Look at all the previous drives. Look how many points were scored. Like. If they decided that they were going to kick a field goal and try to get the ball back, everyone seems to all of a sudden forget that they also had 2 timeouts. Like Buffalo had 2 timeouts still. So they could have ran the ball, kept the ball, run the ball, and they still would have won.
No, hold on. I know you're saying, hold on. So in the first half, Ravens came back at one point. They scored a touchdown, and they were down by 2. Instead of kicking for 1 point and only being down 1 point in the first half, they decided to go for 2. It was a failed attempt. They failed. They ended up being down 2 going into the second half. Then it was a back and forth game all the rest second half.
They still would have lost by 1.
No, because if they would have scored a touchdown again when they went for 2, the second time if they would have kicked the first time, they would have only been down by 1.
Right.
Going for a touchdown again, they still have to kick it and tie it and go to overtime. A kick would have put them in overtime, yes.
Though, right?
No, the kick would have put them in overtime. If they would have went for the kick in the first half. No.
Didn't they lose by 2 points?
Lost by 2.
Right.
So
if you kick an extra point and go for 1, you're still down by 1. And then if you kick again, I understand what you're saying. And if you kick again, then you're going to tie the score up, and then you're going to go into overtime. I understand what you're saying. But the fact of the matter is that they weren't. And the fact of the matter is that they were having trouble on defense stopping. So they didn't know. The problem is when you're in that position where you cannot control the other team, that they are running the ball on you, they control the clock. When you control the clock, that means that you are in defense mode. That means you are trying to score as many points as you can, hoping to get a turnover so that way you can get the ball back and score and get ahead. That's what everyone seems to forget. This was not.
I just think that as the coach,
this was not a typical Baltimore Ravens game. This was not a game where they go up and then they play good defense and then they make the guys make mistakes and people were shaken and then they go back again. This was not that game. They were in a shootout with Buffalo and they couldn't stop Buffalo. They couldn't.
I agree with you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a lot of
in the position anytime that they got the ball, they had to make the most of every possession, and that meant going for 2. The Mark Andrews drop, fucking terrible. And yes, people are fucking going. I had the same thing happen to me in college. I had the exact same situation. Like
I remember 4th and 3. I was there.
slipped and dropped, and the field was fucking wet, and I probably should have like chopped my feet a little bit better and shouldn't have tried to get. So I just wanted to
You
get.
fell backwards. I remember the play yesterday.
I wanted to get out. Well, I fell forwards, but like I wanted to get out. So I wanted to get out of my brakes so fast because I wanted to get there. I should have just took my time. Anyways, but beside the point, I've been there. I know what it's like. It's fucking stupid. What all the fans are saying, it's stupid, but it's expected for people who don't really know football. It's fine, but that's just part of it. And even the fact that like they were saying that a lot of people still don't understand that even if they did get that, even if they did get that 2 points, you're still giving the ball back to Buffalo with 2 timeouts, a minute something left. They're still going to run it. Maybe they're going to go to overtime, or maybe, like they usually do, they're going to try to hit a play somewhere that they've been doing with Shakir or Kincaid or one of them. They're going to get into a position where they can kick a field goal, and then the game's over anyway. And then what are you going to do? Then they're going to be, oh, it's Lamar's fault for fumbling the ball. Well,
it's not his fault.
He fumbled the ball. That's what fucking happens. But at the same time, they didn't stop him on defense. They didn't do anything to stop him on defense. Like, that's just what it is. Like, they just played better that game. That's just what it is. It's fucking frustrating. It's great to see, you know, when your team has, like, plays so well through the whole fucking season. They've got, like, the number 1 Russian offense. Lamar's playing out of his fucking mind. I'm sure it's driving him fucking nuts. Like, that's it. But you know what? That's football. That's what happens. It is what it is, man. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
I know.
You just got to take it on the chin and go for next year. You know what I mean? And then you just say to yourself, at least we're not the Vikings. It's fine.
This guy. Vikings. This guy. He brings it back to the fucking.
We're the real purple team. We don't have to worry, right? Like, we wear the good purple. We're not.
No, you wear the
with the weird
purple.
yellow. You know that game where they don't even
forgetting
yellow anymore? They just use the purple and the white.
No,
like,
we're the original.
Remember that team? At least we keep our colors. You know what I'm saying?
We're the original purple. Okay, we're the OG purple. We're the
original is not always
people eaters. That's the
original is not always better.
Okay? We're the OG.
Let's be honest. Best black jerseys in the league, Baltimore Ravens, by far.
Yeah, black. Don't talk about purple. We're the purple.
Purple jerseys, best jersey in the NFL. Come on, man. Those black pants with those purple jerseys, holy.
I don't know, man. Our game went pretty hard, bro.
Those are menacing. You see that team on the fucking field, you are scared. You look at them, you're like, fuck.
Listen, I like the Ravens. You're not hearing me. I like the Ravens. I like that jersey goes hard. I'm not gonna lie. The all black goes hard. It does.
It's fucking sexy.
It is. But don't discredit my team, bro. Don't do that.
I'm not discrediting. I'm just stating, you know what I mean? It's at least we're not the Vikings. At least we weren't poised to be like, you know, like, oh, we're going to be the greatest team ever, and then you lose in the wild card.
We didn't say we were the greatest team ever. We've never said that. No Viking fan ever said that.
Yeah, nope. They definitely were. They were like, yo, we're fucking running this show. Like, we're going to be the best in the fucking AFC, in the NFC North. We got a fucking chance. We're going to blow everybody out of the water. That's what we do during the season. And then they don't make that.
We had a chance.
Then y'all don't make it out of the playoff.
We had
a chance. Don't make it out of the wild card.
So you're saying there's a chance? We had a chance, yeah.
Right.
But anyways, my picks this weekend are going to be KC and Washington.
Yep,
that's what I'm picking.
Yeah, I'm pretty much on the same. KC and Washington, I think. I really like. I want Saquon to win a Super Bowl. I really do, but there's something in me that says that there's a good chance that they're gonna, like, Dan Quinn, Jaden Daniels, and them are gonna figure out a way how to squeak out a win. I don't know how. I don't know how this is all gonna play out, but like I feel like there's a thing. There's something brewing that it's gonna happen.
I agree with you. All right, let's go into the question of the week. And the question of the week was,
let's hurry up with this.
Yeah. What old person thing do you do now that you didn't think you would do when you were younger? It's not stupid. That's a great question.
Who asked this question? You did? Was this your question?
First of all,
did you ask this question? Just tell me. Did you ask this question?
Yeah, I did.
This is the question you asked.
Yeah. What question will you ask for next week then? Pick the question for next week.
What question you ask next week? Let's see. What's more important? Your team winning your division, or your team what's more important? your team winning the division or your team winning the actual finishing first place in the season. Nothing to do with past that point. What would you rather? Your team wins your division, or would you rather your team finishes like first place in the league?
I'd rather win the division.
But you're not going to win the next 2 rounds.
Oh, that's stipulation?
That's it. Like just between those two.
Okay, wait. So in both of my wins,
the best team in the league,
yeah,
or winning your divisional round, but nothing past that.
For both answers.
For both answers.
Fuck.
See, there you go. That's a conundrum right there. Which one's the better one?
If you're gonna ask me, I think maybe finishing first in the league.
Yeah, that's it. See, that's what I would kind of lean that way too. But I don't know. Some people see it different. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question."
Well, I picked this question, okay, and it's because we're all past our fucking prime, and now we do
No.
we all do old shit now, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pick my favorite one out of all of them, okay? And it's because it came from my army buddy who, and like if you know soldiers, we're like big party people when we get off, like, you know,
Sure.
duty or whatever it is there. We like to, we go hard. But now that we're older, my army buddy wrote, I drink coffee at a party, and I thought it was hilarious because knowing him and how me and him used to fucking go hard back in the day, it's one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. Because yes, I do that too now. I don't drink. Like drinking now is like it only hurts me. Like it's because of my age. We're gonna be real. Because I got older, drinking hurts me. It doesn't do anything to me other than fucking cause negative effects.
Yep.
At all. It doesn't make me, you know, people like, oh, when I drink, I get horny. I'm like, not me. I get sleepy. I don't know what the fuck. You're not going to get anything out of me if you have me have alcohol. That's just the way it is. Like, you know? So I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny because it came from the person it came from. You know, I had some other answers like, you know, now that I actually wear winter boots. Like, yeah, because when you're younger, you
I think about what time I'm going to leave as soon as I get there.
Oh, that's a fucking... See, I'm that way. I'm like, how much time before I can actually peace out?
My brain starts to plan out like, okay, it's 7:30. It takes this long to drive there. We have to do this, that. Okay, I'm going to leave around this time. Then I'll be home by that time. And then we're there. And then I've slept. And then I got to wake up and I got to do this the next day. I don't follow it very often. But like for some reason in the back of my head, my brain's like, it would take this much time to get here to do this. So I have this much time to hang out and do whatever. And then like in the back of my head, is it like, is that time yet? Is that time yet? Is that time yet? Is that time yet? Am I having fun? Okay, I guess I'll stay a little bit longer. No, I'm not having fun? Okay, fuck this. I'm going home.
Okay, to add to that point, if you go to like someone's house event or something, or an event in general, do you say bye to everybody before you leave? Or
no,
you just...
definitely not. Never.
Me too. I just fucking...
No, I'm an Irish goodbye guy. I'm an Irish goodbye guy. I've always been that way. You can ask any of my buddies. I have always been that way. I would disappear. There are times like when I was younger, like, and you know, like if you were at a party, you're drinking, everyone's having a time, I would just gone. They wouldn't even know where I was. I'd get a message like when I'm in my bed, hey, where are you? I'm at home sleeping. When did you leave? An hour and a half ago. Why didn't you say goodbye? Because I never do.
I am also that guy.
When my brain's had enough, when my social clock, when my social cap is done, that's it. Like I'm like, cool.
I'm the same way. Also, if I get caught leaving, I'm always like, I'll be right back. I
don't do that. I just be like, hey, listen, no, I'm going. I gotta go. See you later. Oh, okay, goodbye. I can say goodbye. Like, and I'll just at worst I'll yell and be like, okay, goodbye, everybody. I'm out of here. See you later. I don't like doing the whole thing. My wife is that person. She does it for the both of us. She'll hang out and she'll talk and she'll say and have 20 conversations and all this kind of stuff and everything for everybody. And I'm like, okay, cool. She's taking care of that. I'm just gonna disappear.
Oh man, no. Also, I do the early supper reservations. That's an old person thing I do.
I don't know if that's old. I mean, I know some people who've done that. I find like you just take it when you can get it. But I do agree. I don't want to make reservations like at like 9 o'clock at night and be out.
I'm
till
early,
like,
bro. I'm like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Like I'm old.
Okay, no, that's not old. That's just being fucking senile.
What do you mean, bro? If I could be home by like 7:30, I'm loving life. Are you kidding me?
It's gonna take me 20 minutes to walk to the car.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I got old knees and shit. You know, I used to be a fucking parcher, bro. I jump out of plane. Like, I got old knees and shit, bro. They hurt. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like
You buy a pickup truck, so you got to climb into the truck.
It's exactly. It works. It gives me exercise. It gives me the fucking my joints to do this now. It's great.
Did you go buy your Chrysler DeVille and just buy that big body car you know you want?
I might. I just might get an S300 because it's, it's big and loaded around.
I feel like you'd be that guy. You'd have that Chrysler 3, that big ass fucking car that's like sitting on sofas and be like, Jamal, why are you driving this boat? Like, can we just get an SUV and stop having this midlife crisis? Like, what are we doing here? This is
listen, I just fucking might, bro.
You're like, bro, you know how comfortable this car is? You know,
exactly. I'm all about comfort now. Creature comforts always now. That's my motto of life, bro.
You know what's really comfy? An SUV. Because you know why? Because it's up on like 22s, so like you're actually up in the air.
I mean, I'm up in here on my truck.
You with your fucking Chrysler.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm still in my truck, but once I get fed up on that, I might get a fucking Chrysler.
Yeah, when you get fed up, I'll buy your truck and then be like, hey, look, I can still use my knees. Look, I'm like, I can get up in the truck.
Hey, man, I'm blaming the Army all day. I was an athlete for a long time. I was a soldier for a long time. My fucking body is beat to shit. So when it goes, bro. That's it. Like, it's over. There's none of this shit of like, oh, well, I should have did. No. I'm hurt. Okay, like, and I fought for a bit too. I'm hurt. like my body hurts, bro. Like that's what I'm old as fuck.
Fair. Yeah, my body's busted. It's fine.
Yeah, you've been an athlete your whole life too, bro. You still come on. Like,
I've used it. It's fine. I'll deal with it.
Yeah, I got to, man. Fucking got to. All right, guys, we will wrap there. It's been a good show. It's been a good week. It's been a great weekend of football on Sunday. 3 o'clock Washington, Philly. 6:30 Buffalo, KC. You guys should all watch it so you'll know what the fuck we're talking about next week, and you can follow along to the goddamn show.
Yep.
And
yourself a favor, support your local Viking fan. Tell them they suck.
Listen. Yeah, support the Viking fan. We need the love, okay? But we don't suck, but we need the love, all right? And if you like us, and if you don't, well, you know what the fuck to do.
Later.
Peace.